I have been in about 8,000 situationships, and I have to say that they are not the best thing to be in. Like, they are fun for the moment, and I fully believe that everything happens at the right time for the right reasons, and people are in your life for that specific amount of time to fulfill some sort of purpose in your life. At the same time, I also think that it's almost as if like the universe has to teach you a lesson, and I think the lesson is, in this case, is like knowing what's best for you. And even though you really want something, and whether that's like this person's company or like love or like romantic interest, I feel like it's the universe saying to you that, hey, listen, you deserve the best. We are sending you this like person who's not gonna prioritize you, who's not gonna feel confident enough to commit to you, and that is your test. Like, you have to walk away from this situation and stand up for yourself and like demand that respect from yourself. And if you don't do that, then like you just have to suffer. And if you do that, if you do get out of it, then we'll reward you with something even better than this. I was listening to Anuv Jain's Husna, which is my favorite song of all time, and I wanted to deep dive into some lyrics which I feel like perfectly explain what you're going through when you're in a situationship. It's very easy to think that, oh yeah, lil old me, like I, of course, I'm in this unrequited, like one-sided love relationship. But I think that happens to everyone. Like, it's happening to Anuv Jain. And I don't know anything about Anuv Jain's personal life. The vibes are that he got the feelings like absolutely correct. And I wanted to do a lyric deep dive. So I have opened up my Spotify for the lyrics. But the lyrics are in Hindi, which is a little... I couldn't Spotify just like translate these into English, Hindi or something like that. But it's fine. I know how to read Hindi, and I will take you through my favorite lyrics of this song. Should I play it? Like, should I have him sing it? I think that's a good idea. Let me have him sing it. Basically what he's saying is, my intentions in this relationship and your intentions are not aligning. We are not on the same page at all. And then he goes on to say, in that part he's saying, like, instead of like my body, how nice would that be if you could just ask me for my heart? And like, haven't we all been there? Like, that is just so sad. Like, you're just like, do you just love me for my body? Do you just like me because I'm pretty? And this is another thought that I have often, which is that I obviously think I'm like the best looking person alive. And I love for people to also think that I'm the best looking person alive. And sometimes I have felt like someone was with me just because they thought I was so good looking or they were really attracted to me. And it's a great feeling till you realize that that's all they want from you. And then you're just like, am I only good looking for you? Like, am I nothing else? Like, am I not funny and smart and cute and nice and lovely in my like ways of living? And that kind of sucks when you're experiencing it, I would say. You do feel like, is this all I am? Like, am I just like a pretty face? And it's not even something that you control, right? Like, you're just born with your looks. You have no control over how you look, but you have control over like how funny you are or how smart you are, and you know, like what a good person you are. And if someone doesn't recognize those aspects of you and only sees you as like a really hot girl, like, that kind of sucks. And then he goes on to say, Mana zamana hai deewana, isliye tune na jana ki tere liye main kafi hu. The world is so crazy. I understand that the world is crazy, and that's why you can't tell that I'm enough for you. You know when you're in love with someone, or you think you're in love with them, and you're in this situation where you're like, I really like you, and I know you really like me, and I know we could be so great together, but for some reason you're just out there looking for like the next best thing when you should be looking at me. I'm here, I'm the moment, and you are just passing me by. Also, that is a great reminder that if someone can't see you for your greatness and someone can't recognize how lovely you are for them, then maybe they really don't deserve you. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm learning so much, like, and like having these revelations on my own also. And then he goes on to say, I feel like I won't even have a mention in the story of your life. And like, to feel that way about someone that you think so highly of, that they don't feel the same way about you, bro, that's like heart-wrenching. And later on he says, and what kind of luck do I have that I had you in my arms? I had you, but I didn't really have you. And that, God bless Anuv, God bless, that really like hit. That's so true. It reminds me of another great song that is written by my queen Taylor, another banger called August, which is also about situationships, and she talks about the same things as Anuv, in the sense of when Anuv said, I had you in my arms but I didn't really have you, Taylor says, August slipped away in a moment of time because it was never mine, and I can see us twisted in bed sheets. August slipped away like a bottle of wine because you were never mine. Like, you were never mine. Like, we spent those times together. We spent this amazing summer together. But now you're back in school and you don't care about me. And I am here like thinking of you and dreaming of you as if you were mine. But you were never mine. Like, you were never mine, bro. You were never mine to lose. You were never mine to lose. That's also, she says that, you were never mine to lose. Like, bro, once, fun story. I was in a situationship once, okay? And it kind of just fizzled out. We just both stopped texting each other. But like, I only stopped texting because I didn't want to be annoying. And I think he just stopped texting because he didn't want to text me anymore. So I remember going to my mom and I was like, I'm gonna go to this guy and I'm gonna tell him, like, this was like 3 months of my life. Like, I need to get some sort of closure. And my mom was like, are you like the dumbest person ever? Please don't go to this guy. Because you guys were nothing. How can there be an end to nothing? Because nothing ever started for it to end. And I was like, yeah, but it did start. And I felt like it started. But I guess it's the same as like, we spent all these times together, but you were never mine to lose. Like, nothing ever started for it to have ended. But anyway, I did end up going for that dinner and it was lovely, and we didn't really talk about anything like specific to a relationship. I think it was just like a friendly dinner, but it just like ended then, you know? And that was like better for me to have that closure. And I would recommend that if you want to have closure, you should just have closure regardless of what your mom says. And just one more line to end this whole thing, conversation. Taylor says in her song August, to live for the hope of it all, cancel plans just in case you'd call and say, meet me behind the mall. Bro, to live for the hope of it all, cancel plans just in case you'd call. If you haven't done that for someone, I almost like, I don't know, I almost feel like, I don't know if I feel bad for you that you haven't done that, because I don't know if it's like the healthiest habit to have, but it is just the saddest feeling. And I think you don't even realize it when you're doing it, but you just want to hang out with this one person and you're just like, I am here on a Friday night and my friend has asked me to hang out with her, but I'm just gonna tell her that I'm really tired and want to stay in, just in case this guy calls me and says, hey, do you want to go for a drive last minute, because boys don't know how to plan their lives. And that is that line, it is, that line is, it is what it is. And if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Cancel, till living for the hope of it all. Cancel plans just in case you'd call. Bro, stop. Just stop this right now. Well, that's that, I guess. It just makes you think, I feel. Like, who wants to be in that middle ground? I'm so sure that I like someone and they're not sure that they can fully commit to me. Like, fuck off. I'm so over that. I don't know if I've ever seen a situationship turn into a relationship. I think it's just like holding you back. I think in your gut, you really know if like something is gonna work or if it's not gonna work. And I feel, and this is like true for me, that I just sometimes don't want to be lonely, and I like crave like that romantic love interest in my life. because it is fun. It is like the most fun. So I fully understand like being in a like situationship that you hope will turn into something, but sometimes I think that it's not worth it living for the hope of it all. Sometimes you should just live for what it is, and what it sometimes is someone who is not ready to commit to you fully, and or you're not ready to commit to fully, and in those cases you should just let it go and move on to better pastures, as they say. So well, a deep episode today, but a fun one nonetheless. And please tell me any other songs that you recommend that are situationship based. I would love to listen to them. And yeah, shout out Anav, shout out Taylor. Thank you for being my collaborators on this episode. Good. Thank you. See you.